Hey y'all, we're back in the kitchen and welcome to another edition of Meredith Had Something Planned and then realized she didn't have exactly what she needed. But we're going with it anyway. We're doing it. I have high hopes for this. If it is a total flop, you'll never see this video and it won't matter. But if it works out, I'm going to share it with you. Okay, so here we go. I am making beef vegetable soup. So growing up, this was always a favorite at my house. And this was something my dad made. Usually my dad would be the one that made this. And so I always just assumed that because I grew up with vegetable soup with hamburger in it. And then when I got married, my mother-in-law, who cooked in this kitchen, Nanny, her beef vegetable soup always had like beef stew in it, and it threw me off. I was like, that's not really soup, that's more like stew, right? No, everybody does it different, but this is the base for what I consider vegetable soup. Hamburger. So I'm gonna brown a pound of ground round. That's like she sells seashells by the seashore. Anyway, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do that. And then I do change this up depending on what I have in my pantry. So the last time I did this, and it turned out really good, I just looked back in my notes in my phone and realized it was not what I have. So the last time I did this, because I shared the recipe with my friend, I was like, well, what I did this time was I put a can of stewed tomatoes and a can of diced tomatoes and a can of tomato sauce. Those three things. And then the other stuff that I do have here. But I don't have stewed tomatoes and I don't have a little can of tomato sauce. So you know what? I'm going to try something totally different that I've never done. But I feel good about this, y'all. I feel lucky. I feel lucky. So I'm going to try this because I'm only got 1 pound of hamburger, which is probably, that was not real smart on my, I should have done 2 pounds. But here we are. It's 4:30 and I could thaw out another pound. I'm not though. I'm going with it. 1 pound of hamburger. This, I am going to add a jar of diced tomatoes because I have them. And then I prefer using frozen vegetables in my vegetable soup. So I actually have a bag of vegetables for soup, which is ideal. A lot of times I don't have that, and I end up just throwing whatever I have in the freezer: some corn, some peas, some beans, some maybe even cutting up some fresh potatoes if I have them, some carrots. Like you can just do peas and carrots are great. It's very forgiving. Okay. It's a very forgiving thing. And then another thing I found that is really good, and I've got 2 cups here, which is maybe too much. We'll see. I made up 2 cups of beef base broth. And then, depending on how I feel, sometimes I put some elbow macaroni noodles in it. That is very hit or miss. And I kind of feel like it tonight. So I think I'm going to throw some in there. Not a lot. There have been times where I've thrown too much and it's just like soaked up all the moisture, the liquid, and it's like not soup anymore. We don't want to do that. Like, I mean, just maybe a half a cup or something just to give it a little extra something. So that's where we're going. That's what we're going with. Let's see what happens. All right. We're browning brown. I gotta show y'all this. Isn't this precious? I just got this in the mail today. I ordered it off of Etsy and I love it so much. I love it. It's a little tulip. Look, my spoon's a little big for it, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It makes me happy. Let's keep doing this. Okay, that's brown. And because our beef is so lean, I'm not even going to drain this. There's not much grease, water in it at all. And now we're just going to dump. We're just going to dump. We're going to try. We're going to hope for the best here, y'all. We really are. Okay. I think I am going to go ahead and use all this. Yep. Oh, it wasn't completely. Let me get that out. Okay. That's going to fill this little pot up. But I think because that bag of frozen vegetables was really big, it's perfect. It's the perfect amount of liquid. So, man, fingers crossed. Oh, and I like to use like a little Italian seasoning if I haven't, which, oh, I know. Hold on. Wait for it. Here, Susie Q seasoning. It's the Santa Maria. That is going to be perfect. I'm not putting a whole lot because it is pretty potent. It's potent. A little goes a long way. All right. But like Italian seasoning or oregano or something like that would work really good. This is kind of just a mixture of all that. All right. So now we're just going to let it simmer. And then we'll come back for a taste test. Oh, and I do not put these in until the very end because they get big and mushy. And yeah, we just wait till the last little bit. Okay. Okay, y'all, the soup is done and the survey says it's hot, but it's good. I would not hesitate to make it that way. I will also put in the recipe card the original way I did it, but hopefully this just shows you, once again, you can just use what you've got. The base here was a hamburger, some type of tomato base, the beef base, beef broth, and some kind of Italian seasoning and vegetables. Any kind, whatever you got, put it in there. This makes an amazing soup. Great for a cold day like it is today. And yeah, all right. Happy cooking.